How do you convince your customers to leave reviews?
I think we all probably have a take on this. Um, I mean, the first things first is providing quality service that leaves them happy and excited that you did the project for them. Uh, Next is probably communication, making sure the sales rep is actively putting that idea in the customer's head after that contract signed. Hey, I want to provide quality work for you, and it's important for your feedback, so that I know what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong. Um, After the job's closed out, sending out that communication. Hey, can you guys take a second to leave a review? It helps me with my hitting my metrics for the year, or it helps me win a sales contest or whatever that may be. But the biggest thing is this communication, letting the customer know once that contract's signed, like that you're expecting that at some point.
Yeah. Like letting them know it's coming. Be
Yeah.
like, be like, hey, just FYI, like, once the invoice is paid, you'll be getting an email and text from me asking to leave a review. Just want to make sure, let you know that's coming. Would really appreciate your feedback. It's really important to us and me. And that's not just a random message. That's actually really important. Something like that.
Yeah.
Let me follow up on that because I want to explain a little deeper because we are kicking ass on Google reviews and it's because of ProLine. Get freaking ProLine. You want Google reviews? It's worked for us. We're almost 30% success rate on jobs we sell. We get a 5-star review. 30%. I mean, I don't know. I have to think that's doing really well. And mind you, we're putting zero time into it. Like it's all automated. So we're getting 30% without actually trying. Um, we make sure we're very intentional about our automated messaging, and it all starts with the appointment reminders. So one of our appointment reminders is literally a screenshot of like 3 5-star Google reviews. So right off the rip, when they're scheduling an appointment with us, they're already understanding this is what we're trying to do. We want you to do this, right? I think the message says something like, just wanted to share some 5-star Google reviews with us. Be sure to go check out our GMB page, something like that. So they already are like, they recognize this means something to us. This matters. We got 150 of these things in this one location, and they're all 5-star except one or two. Like this matters to us. Then once if they sign the contract, the wording in our messages, I think the very first sentence, if I'm thinking right, we plan to give you a 5-star experience. Like we're reiterating that 5-star, like, you know, and then once we get done, it goes into a review campaign where they get a few messages just with the link right to our GMB page. Please, if you were happy with our project, please go to this link, type a quick review, and leave us 5 stars. It's so simple and takes zero effort. We build it one time, we type the messaging in one time, and now it just runs and we don't do anything about it. I think we've got 2 today. This week, I think we've gotten 5 total. I mean, and we're not even working hardly right now because it's been raining like crazy and crappy weather. So, I mean, once season kicks off, we start hammering them out. It gets we get a ton of them. So it works, but you got to have an automation tool that's doing it for you, or really put the effort in yourself. Either way, you got to start teeing it up right at the beginning. You got to tee up that thought right at the beginning.
I think it's similar to sales follow up in that people are really scared to piss their customers off. And they're scared, especially when there's like they've asked for a review and there's no response. They think, oh no, I can't ask again. Like that's gonna piss them off to get. And the reality is like people are just busy. Like most people, if you actually got down with every single customer out of 100 customers, you sat down with every single one of them, had their undevoted attention, and say, hey, would you like to leave a Google review for this company? Like a very large percentage of them are going to say, yeah, they did a good job. Like if it takes me no time to do it, I will do it. But the reality is like, you don't have their undivided attention. You're an after once the job is done and they've paid, like they're on to living their life. They're really not thinking about you and your company at all. So to get that review, you have to remind them it like multiple times. Like it's going to be very unlikely they're going to even respond as many times to that first request. You have to continue to request, and it may feel annoying from the side of the asking side, but from the homeowner side, like they're just busy. It's like they're not even paying attention to how many times you message them. It's just one of those times after you hit them 3, 4, maybe even 5 times, they're going to click the link and they're just going to do it, and they're not even going to think twice about how many times you asked for it.
Yep.
Unless in some cases, but it's like if someone's really pissed off about you asking for a review, it's how many times has someone gotten pissed off, Scott, at people at like the
0,
request?
because we know that they're assholes and we take them out of the campaign.
Yeah. You don't
0.
even send it
Like,
to them.
you just know. Yeah. You know that person is just not a nice person or not a good customer or not a good, just stop all automated communications and let them. It's no problem. You did the job. They're happy enough to not bitch and raise hell. They're just not a nice person. So don't poke the bear. But at the same time, I mean, that's 1 in 100 people. Like maybe, it's not like there's that many people that are that way. There's a handful a year that you make sure you pause their automations just because they're just not nice people.